Yo, what's going on, everyone? Strandname951. I'm here bringing you a little tips and modification video. So I'm over here in my living room, and today I just got a package in, and I received my Zaku 2 Magella Deluxe what you call it, deluxe set, and he came pretty okay, complete. Missing a couple things here and there, but just really wanted him because I love Zaku's, and I don't mind. You know, parts are all swappable and stuff. But once again, this Zaku had a problem with its joints, at least one of the joints in its legs, and here it is right here. So here he is. He had a problem with his right thigh joint again. You know, if you guys are familiar with the Zaku 2s and you've had a couple, and then you've had some where the joints are just so messed up that, not messed up, but they weren't drilled right. So here's a great example. I have a Zaku 2, Desert Camel Zaku 2. And you can see the joints are just, well, you can't really see it because of the light. But basically, it's just a straight hole. And what they're supposed to do is make the hole and then make a bigger hole so the joints could cradle in there. So what they did, all they did was drill a hole, but they didn't make another hole for where the joints could cradle in there and stick in there. So what I have here is a, not very good Zaku 2. And I was kind of messing with this one. And I kind of made it a little better. It's not completely fixed, but it's better than it was before. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you guys are familiar, let me just show you. So give me a second. So what I'm doing right now is I'm putting the joints back on this bottom part of a Desert Camel Zaku 2. I'm going to show you what happens when you do have bad joints. So I've pushed these things as far in as they can go. So if you have a Zaku 2 with some messed joints, what generally what will happen is when you move the joint too much, it's going to be prone to fall off, and it's just going to wiggle off like that. You can see how it's kind of wiggling off. Another thing you could tell if you have a bad Zaku 2 joint for the leg is if you push the leg inward, it's going to pop off real easy, just like those did. It is semi-fixable, but then it isn't. So here's some options. Option A, if you have a spare Zaku, or if you can find some spare parts, you know, easiest one just be swap out the part and put another one. It might not be the same color, but if you're okay with that, then that's good. Option 2 would be modifying it, and that's kind of what I've gone to here, and that's what I did for this guy. So let's see how well he does hold up. So if I'm able to bend his leg without it popping off, that's good. This is the good leg, but I think it's still prone to popping off. See, it's a little prone to popping off, but not as much as the Desert Camel Zaku. Now here's the leg that I fixed, the right leg. Let's see how well it sticks on there. Try popping it off. Try with my right hand. Let's see here. And you can see it's kind of, see, it's pretty stuck in there. It's not popping off. So it's really good. And I kind of fixed it, semi-fixed it. So you know, I got work. Oops, there goes a cannon. So basically, I kind of fixed my Zaku 2. I'm very happy. It's not like perfect. You know, there's some friction in there, but all I gotta do is really put. If I want to, I could put some petroleum jelly. You know, like some lubricant. The problem with that is it could make it too lubricated where it could still pop off. Make it kind of loose, so it just depends. But overall, I'm happy. You know, it's fixed and it's better than it was before. And I'll kind of show you what I did there. Take off the leg. It's pretty stuck in there, so it's good now. It's really good. Let me just try to get some light in here. So yeah, so basically what I did is I took my drill and I got a drill bit. And I'm pretty sure you could do this the same if you had a Dremel tool. I'm not too sure. But you can see in here a bit, I drilled to the bottom left. What I tried doing was I tried drilling all around, making a circle. And I made, okay, so we got the entry, and then you want to make like a bowl in the back, you know? So the point of that is the Zaku's leg could rest inside the joint, and that's what makes it stay in there. because if there's no place for the joint to rest, then it's just gonna pop off. You know, there's nothing holding the leg in basically, or holding the joint in. So I'm gonna try to perform the mod to one of these legs. I tried fixing, or I tried redoing my Rumble Raw Zaku 2, but in the beginning I tried modding it and I didn't do it right the first time. So I did it again. I put some super glue to add some friction, so it was kind of working, but I actually made the hole bigger than I was supposed to when I first did the mod, and that wasn't the problem. It didn't need a bigger hole. It needed a hole for the ball joint to rest in. So I put some super glue in to add some friction so the leg could stay in there instead of popping off, and I'll see how that works in a bit. But what I'm gonna try to do is try to do the mod to one of these Desert Camel Zaku legs. I'm gonna kind of show you how to do it, and hopefully you guys can get similar results where everything's gonna work out okay, and you'll have a back in commission Zaku 2, and that's how I'm having it right now. So this guy's back in commission, and I'm really happy. I was really disappointed when I got him in the mail and I saw that his leg was popping off. But it is fixable. You just gotta have some creativity and have some tools that can help you. So what you're going to need is a power drill or a Dremel tool. I think a Dremel tool will work. You're going to need some drill bits. You can pick these up at a 99-cent store or Dollar Tree or any dollar store, I believe. And you're going to want to get a drill bit that's smaller than the ball or smaller than the hole in here. So you see here. Basically, you want to make sure the drill bit could fit in there, and you want to be able to see that you can maneuver the drill bit in around, because you want to start drilling in at the bottom. So let me see if I could do this. So trying to see if I have a stand or something. I kind of have a stand. Alright, so let's see how I could do this for you guys. Get my laptop. See how that will work. Let's see here. Might not work too well, but it should work okay. Yeah. Not too sure. Well, I'll try to do this. Let me see. You know what? I'm gonna get my coffee mug, and I'm gonna just sit and do the mod on the table, and I can show you guys as best as I can. Give you kind of the idea of what you have to do, because I still don't have any kind of stand for my phone, like a camera stand for it. So just bear with me, please. I'm really excited that it worked, enough to where the leg doesn't fall off. But I am it's not something that's guaranteed. It just depends how well you make the hole inside the leg. Oh, okay. So got my mug here so you can kind of see how I'm gonna do this. Alright, that looks pretty good. So right now I'm getting the left leg, and just move my super glue out of the way. Alright. Yeah, so I'm hoping this will work, and I'll be able to show you guys. So as of right now, here's the joint, and as you can see, I'm gonna force this in and show you how much actually goes in. And yeah, I'm actually forcing this in. So if that was a good enough force to push it in, but as you can see, it's still pretty out there. And if I want to, I can still push this in, and the joint will just fall off like that. So what we're going to do, you want to take your drill and your drill bit, and you're going to want to put it in the hole, and you're going to want to drill in at an angle, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to make a hole. You're not trying to make the hole bigger, you're trying to make another hole. So you're going to try at an angle and just make go 360 and try to make a little hole so the ball joint can rest in. So let's see here. So I'm gonna try it and see how this works. Alright, so as you can see, we're kind of drilling there. And you want to be sure to make sure to check how much you're drilling. You don't want to over drill, and you know, you're kind of limited on how much plastic you can drill, so just be sure to check off and on how it's like the drill hole is looking. As of right now, I have a little screwdriver trying to move all the plastic that's being drilled off. So it's looking pretty good so far. We kind of move around here. You don't want to work on one side too long. You want to try, you know, alternate. You know. Now we're going on this side. Alright. Alright, so far it's looking okay. I'm gonna try to do this over here real quick. Alright, so now I made the hole a little bit, or I made it where the ball joint could sort of rest in. It's not going to be perfect yet, but it's going to kind of work better. So it's getting there, but it's still not quite there yet. So as you can see, the joint is now further in, and it's still not perfect because the joint's still able to fall off, but it's getting there, and you can't really see it because it's black in there, but it's semi-working. So I'm gonna keep drilling this way and in the left, you know. So let's try that real quick. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to charge my drill in a bit as well, because the output isn't as high as it should be for drilling. Yeah, the output's not as high and it's not doing full power, so after this video I'll probably have to charge it. So it's looking good. There's starting to be a little indentation forming there. Just got Alright, so I'm gonna just get my screwdriver and kind of clear up this plastic that's in there, some of the peeling plastic from the drill bit. Let's just try it again and see how well this works. Now, honestly, there's no, you know, there's not really there's no downside to doing this. The joint, basically, there hasn't been a hole to for the ball joint to rest in, so you know you're basically making the hole itself. There's no really harm to doing this because basically the joint's already not as good as it should be. And it looks like I got some progress here, so let me show you what's going on. So I'm gonna just put the two parts together real quick. Alright, so if you saw before, this thing wasn't even, you know, close to being in here. Now you can see in there. Now let's try that test where we push the leg in and this pops out. Check it out. You see that? So it looks like we kind of fixed it here. And what should happen is if when I push this leg towards in, that should cause this to pop out. And you can see it's not popping out. So what happened was it kind of drilled in more. It kind of drilled in a bit more. But what happened is I made the back a little bigger. Like instead of it just being straight, you have to make like a little circle, so basically the ball joint can rest in, and that's what I did, and it's cradled in there pretty well. So it's actually a pretty decent fix. It's not perfect. Like, this is how a joint should be. It should be pretty free, and it's not bad. See, this is the good joint, and then this was the modded joint that I did, and it's good, and it doesn't pop off. So I mean, this is definitely one way to fix if you guys have a messed up Zaku 2, and as you can see, the results are showing here. I mean, I'm gonna try with all my force to pull it off or push it in for it to pop off. and you can see it's not popping off like it was before. This is, let me show you again, an example of a bad joint. So this is the right leg. I'm pushing it all the way I can, and now as you can see, it's still not, it's kind of chicken legging out or whatever. And if you watch this, see, so this mod definitely helps. It kind of takes some, not skill, but it takes some, you know, planning, and you gotta kind of get a feel for it. But basically, you know, like, I'll go over this again. Get a drill bit. You want to make sure it's not, you want to make sure it fits in the hole, but make sure it doesn't fit too snugly. Like, you want to have some room where you can maneuver the drill bit in there. Because if it's too big and it's fitting too snug, what's going to happen is you're just going to drill a bigger hole, and you don't want to be, you do not want to drill a bigger hole. You just want to drill, you know, like that. You want to make this space, the inner space, more open, so the ball joint can rest in there, allowing your Zaku to Zaku's joint to stay in there. And you can see it's working really well. I mean, it's staying in there. Usually, when you toy with this a lot, you see it pops out. But for just going back and forth, I mean, it's pretty good. See, and it's a lot better than it was before. And I mean, if you want, you know, you could go a little more and try fixing it a bit more. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna probably drill more in here to kind of get more smooth for moving. But this mod definitely works. It's definitely, all it is basically helpful, giving your Zaku some life, because I have a couple Zakus where their legs just pop off, and you know, it really ticks me off, and I can't use them, or you know, they're just kind of just there. And unfortunately, sometimes it's some of the rare units, such as these Desert Camel Zakus, or even your Zaku 2 American releases. And this mod helps a lot, and I'm glad I'm able to share this with you guys. I know there's people who speak about it, but I mean, I don't know of a video on how to actually fix it, or you know, do something to make it a lot better than it is. So I hope this video was informational and helpful. I'll be posting some results on what happens after I've done some of these, and I'll let you guys know, and hopefully this video helps again. So I hope to see you guys on my next video. Until then, peace.